cheers, and respectful to the officials and athletes who are on the field. Let's make this high school event a positive.
Just checking the audio.
We'll work on the audio if you can hear us. Yep. Game will start in a few minutes. Bulldogs Stadium. Preliminary match.
Fans also remind you that the Bulldogs concession stand is open for this game.
To Bedford from Nashua South.
Let's see. Are we?
I think we. All right, folks, here we go. If you didn't hear what I had said before, we're starting here just a moment. This is a preliminary match, number 3.
Here we go. I think I can hear.
You got
I
it.
think the audio's on.
Here we
There we
go. We have the best athletic director, best ever,
This town can get.
capable of working audio equipment, video equipment while managing the 9th largest high school, by the way, Jerry. Looking at some odd statistics that I found the last couple of days.
Which one? Bedford?
Bedford is, we're the 9th largest high school in the state. And since we started, we've had a number of changes that have occurred with the fact that some of the schools that we used to play that were are now in different divisions. West, of course, is probably the most significant one. When we built the new high school and the athletes divided up for the first time. West High School is dropped down in division for this season and unfortunately did not win a game. But I've had some inside information from a wonderful gentleman, Peter Lawley, the former girls coach at Manchester Central, who said they probably will drop down another division next year. But the game has begun. Here we go.
All right, we got Bedford in black, the Bedford Bulldogs in black, and the Purple Panthers from Nashua South in white. Lana Morris just tried to reach her striker. I think she's playing wing from the looks of it. And we have our first set play of the game. This is I'm excited to be part of this broadcast for the girls. Usually I do the boys, so this is my first time. Oh, look at that cross! Shot right to the goalkeeper's belly.
Let me introduce my partner, Jerry Texera. I'm Bill Klein. And we're not new to soccer, that's for sure. There's a lot of collective years up here in the box today.
And this has become a routine for us. This is my first year working with you, Bill, and last year was my first ever. So this has been a lot of fun this year watching Bedford High School soccer.
I hope this becomes a tradition. We're the two amigos or the naturals. Is that the right game?
We'll go with the two amigos for now. I like that.
You speak Spanish. I like some Spanish food.
And the common ground in there, and this is soccer. Yep.
You betcha. Huge international sport, like that has to be said. I spoke with our coach, the Bedford coach, Michelle Winning, and Lauren, the Nashua coach. Nashua is playing with 7 starters that are either freshmen or sophomores. They're clearly a young team.
So, did you say sophomores?
Freshmen and 7 freshmen and sophomores are starting.
Wow. That almost sounds like the boys' Bedford High School team.
I was thinking the same exact thing, Jerry. Yes. So they're building. And when I asked Lauren how did she feel about today's game, she said, "We're just happy as punch to be here. Thrilled to have an opportunity, and we're very lucky if, depending upon where you are and when you watch this game, New England just got hit with a huge northeaster, the first one of the season, and of course, due to the warm temperatures, it was all rain. But it's not raining here, Jerry, right now.
Nope, this
It's
is
nice.
good. Hope it holds for this. And we hope we continue with the daylight. That way we can see the numbers.
Bedford's looking pretty good here, controlling the ball, keeping it in our offensive half. Nice touches.
So far, so good for the Bedford girls.
Nashua and Bedford met back on October the 8th. And on this field, Nashua did not score a goal. Bedford succeeded in putting the ball in the back of the net 7 times.
Long ball to Lana. Here comes Lana.
Ooh,
I got to see the girls play a couple of maybe about a month ago against Exeter, and one player that stood out from the crowd. They were all very aggressive. They're all good players from Bedford. Lana was probably the one that was all over the place and very aggressive. It's great to see her play. Here we go to our second set play of the game from the corner, and we got a header. I want to say that's Ara Cloutier, our defenseman, number 3.
just over 4 minutes into the game. Bedford scored, make it 1-0.
Bedford goal by number 3, Araceli Cloutier. Assist to number 13, Sari Stein.
Bedford's definitely controlling the ball. Long ball by Araceli. Well played out. Shot on goal. And right over, I can't see the number. That was a nice shot. Just out of reach for the goalie.
40 seconds later, it's 2-0 already.
Grace Crowder. Nice shot.
Bedford goal by number 22, Grace Crowder. Assist to number 10, Ashley Babotis.
The shot was taken from about the top of the box, so about 20 yards away. Very nice shot.
We look back historically, Bedford's been in the playoffs most of the year since our high school was created back in 07. One of the exciting parts was 3 years in a row we were in the championship final round, and 3 years up against Exeter, who beat us 2 out of 3. We took the championship in 2013.
Wow, that's a back shot on goal there from about 20 yards away. Actually, 30 yards away, right to the goalkeeper. Zoe Santos was just right there.
The
Easy
last
ball.
final that we were in, Jerry, was back in 2017, and that game went to a penalty kick decision to determine the winner, and that was 1-0 against Manchester Central.
Oh, really? Oh, look at this shot.
Off the cross.
Very nice. Girls are definitely bringing the game. If there's any indication from the last game of when these two teams met, this would probably go down as another easy match. But I'm hoping for a challenge here. This is first round of the playoffs, and as time goes on, teams get better.
And certainly being healthy is very, very important.
Yep.
And we've had a few issues over the course of the season. However, hopefully today the girls can maintain their strength. I understand.
This is about Du Bois with their throwing. Oh, ball just went out from Lana here.
Did get a chance to speak with a few of the girls prior to the match.
Oh, you did?
And just said, how do you guys feel about this? And they were all beaming smiles, and we just can't wait to get on the field and hear the whistle blow, get it going. We're really, really excited. As the coaches were calm and didn't intermingle with the girls too much. They were out on the field.
Just let them warm up, do their thing.
Yep.
Shot on goal.
Sometimes the best thing is because once the game starts, no one can affect the play on the field directly. I mean, you can yell and scream, but half the time, I'll tell you, my daughters used to tell me, my son, never heard you, Dad.
Yeah, that's one thing I often, just about every game, when you hear parents yelling, shoot, run, pass, most of the time the kids are just trying to focus on the play and not taking instructions from parents. Sometimes even coaches go unheard.
Very often you see that, whether you're watching a game on TV or someplace in person. Some of the best coaches with the finest teams, the best records, are very quiet, and they prepare the team because in a high school match, 80 minutes, the kids on the field are the ones that are on their own, and they've got to play together and work things out among themselves.
Yep. Play-by-play instructions go unheard.
Can't rely on a coach during the game.
Yeah, the micro stuff doesn't really work.
That was a very nice play to keep the ball in, but take away any offensive threat there, at least momentarily, from Nashua.
Lana. 12 Du Bois.
Lana,
on
I
the
believe.
Run. Actually, that was 11. That was Kate.
Jerry, I believe Lana has the most assists. She's got 9 assists so far this year and 9 goals, second in the goal category.
Are they keeping? Do the girls have a statistician? I know the boys used to last year, not as much this year.
I don't believe so, Jerry. When I spoke to Coach Winning, she pulled out a little notebook and showed me hash marks on a little sheet of paper that she had. So
very nice.
the right wing is open here. Not quite struck hard enough to get it all the way out to her.
Kate's name is Michael. The quarterback. Yeah.
Mikol.
That's Grace Crowder on the midfield to number 8. I believe that's number 8. Oh, Nashua South is trying to build an attack there.
There's
Oh,
a shot
boy.
which is over and
Right
in.
over the-
Oh, I wish we had replay. I think she took that from outside the penalty area. Nice hit.
Right for goal by number 9, Abby Forrester. Assist to number 22, Grace Crowder.
That gives Abby at least 12 goals on the season, according to my numbers. She's our leading scorer.
12 minutes in, Abigail. Gets Bedford's third goal. Good.
Walked across the
Number
field, Jerry,
19.
and although it's not soaking wet, it is damp. I could feel the moisture coming up my
Slushy.
lower legs. It's almost slushy. It's a strange feeling. My wife said, "Is there drainage?" And I said, "Yeah, there certainly is.
Oh, good step.
It's an excellent field. It seems to be one of the best around." It has something to do with the fact that we host a lot of tournament games here.
Well, they just put the field down this summer. It just replaced
Correct.
the
new
turf.
one. That's right.
Good D. Good coverage. Shot on goal. And there's Zoe.
Zoe, and that's good. The keeper doesn't. I'll say in the positive, get some touches on the balls. Challenged a little bit.
Absolutely. Particularly as the playoffs get going. Different
Nice
field.
turn and go with that. Unlucky. Good play by the defender, though. She's trying to just put the ball out of bounds across the touchline and banged off our forward and gives Nashua a goal kick.
Who's playing wing over there on the far, our left side? Lana is, I believe, is playing striker right now. The young lady who just made that run on the far left. Oh, nice pass.
Nice hit.
Nice shot on goal.
Just outside. The keeper punched it out. Bounds. Giving us a corner kick.
I think that was Grace, if I'm not mistaken. This is our third corner kick.
Did get to a Bedford head, but she couldn't direct it towards the goal. Girls are moving up and down the field nicely. They're recovering as soon as there's a transition. And
there's a one timer, and somebody's in the far corner just a little late.
It is so difficult to observe these numbers, especially through the double glass here.
Yeah.
For me.
We got a substitution. Lana goes out. Just came out. It was subbed. By number 4, Grace Odell. Grace is actually helped out, was a backup goalie for Zoe when she was injured. Now she's playing a striker. Good to see her up front. Job by Olivia there. Let's see if Nashua South can build an attack there. We're going into our fifth touch, not bad. Oh, nice ball. Nice through ball to their wing. That was a good session there. This is going to be Nashua South's first corner kick.
Mounted a pretty good attack there.
Yep.
Challenged our defenders for, I think, really the first time today.
Are you able to see the number? No. It's hard from here. Zoe
Nice
comes out and
service.
punches it out. Good
Zoe.
job. Good aggressive move by her.
And one of our defenders continued to get it out of the penalty box.
We will have none of that.
Keep the ball away from the goal.
Yes.
John Madden said something like, in style, like, if the ball goes across the line between the uprights and underneath the crossbar and gets all the way in the net, whether it touches the back of the net or not, it's probably going to be a goal.
I like those one-liners from John Madden, master of the obvious. Those were great.
And if
Those are
some of our
awesome.
viewers don't know who John Madden is or was, I'm sure there's some YouTube clips or something where you can get some of his wonderful comments, mostly football related, of course.
Yeah.
He's a former NFL head coach, and then somebody invited him up to the broadcast booth, probably the same guy that invited me up here to join you. Drug somebody right off the street, Bill Jennings or
John Madden had the best chalk, the virtual chalk.
X's and O's,
X's
Jerry.
and O's, but those X's and O's sometimes used to completely cover the entire screen, and those were the best. You see this X moves to this area of the field, and then before you knew it, there was more yellow than there were players, or X's and O's. More lines, yep. It was funny.
Too many X's on the field. Is that a penalty?
Yeah, well.
5 yards.
Nice little wide pass to our wing.
Things have kind of calmed down here, Jerry, since that one shot on goal. It's been balls remained around between 18 and 18.
Oh, almost there. Araceli is commanding quite a defensive.
Nice touch down the line.
Yep.
I love corner play. Use the whole field, separate the players, create some space in the middle of the field to chip the ball back into. Shot. Hard one off a defender.
There's Grace lurking among the shadows there. Good job. Actually, she's creating quite a shadow. She's tall.
The ball probably is probably just damp enough that even with the gloves on the keeper, it's possible to take some odd bounces off other players, and it could be a little more difficult to hold on to. And on a totally dry day.
Here comes Nashua. We have a guest here today in our booth from the athletic department, right? Or
NHIAA. New Hampshire Interscholastic Athletic Association soccer committee memberman.
That's quite an acronym.
Wow. Peter Lally. Very, very well known in these areas and throughout New Hampshire.
Ooh. Ooh.
Some of the Nashua parents didn't like that call. Official actually had a chance to speak to them briefly before the game. And I said, if you're in position and you blow that whistle, I probably won't question your call. However, I reserve the rights.
Is that customary to have a representative from the NHIA or NHIAA at each of the playoff games? Or?
Yes, very, very common. They go around the state. Part of their duties are to oversee the sports tournament matches in their area.
That was a nice try by.
And that gives us someone here on site that's we have another guest in the booth. Having an NHIA individual on site when you've got a game that is critical to the continuation of a tournament, and if there were a protest situation, some questionable something occurs, well, we've got a state official here to help make a determination.
Oh, I see.
Part of my role when I was the rules interpreter was to be available for both college and soccer matches that were being played, especially the tournament games, in the event that something odd happened, because they want to try to avoid having to replay a game, reschedule games and whatnot.
Oh, really?
So a few times I did have to make a ruling on a situation that had occurred somewhere, and that ruling would be final if it got to me. They try to work things out prior to that.
It's a nice little session right there. Lana to her wing on the far left. Nice little touch.
Oh,
That's good to know that there's always an official from the athletic association.
can't say there's always one, but they try to get out and be present on the sites when possible. And of course, with weather conditions and all the different sports going on, although each sport has its own committee.
Number 19, her name is it Nieve Humphrey? Am I saying her first name correctly? Nieve?
Neve, I believe. Neve Humphrey?
Neve. In Spanish, that's nieve, which really means snow.
And Neve may be Irish. I'm not 100% positive, but I believe it is. There's many Gaelic names that you would have a very, very difficult time pronouncing the correct way. I think this might be one of them. We've definitely got a good contingent of Nashua fans here.
It is nice to see quite a turnout here of parents, given that the almost late part of the afternoon, and many of us work. So it's good to see a good turnout.
Oh, that's too bad, Jerry. I feel sorry that you're still working.
Yeah. Megabucks has not come my way yet. And for that matter, well, it may have for these other parents, but it's good to see.
Nice pass, nice control. A lot of the basic skills that these girls have is just amazing. It's so good to see.
Good build right
Oh,
there.
nice
Good shot on goal and nice save.
Nice save by the Nashua keeper. Bedford's playing the team this year has 3 seniors. So they're still going to have almost the team coming back intact next year. Taryn, Abby, and Ashley are our seniors. We certainly hope this will not be their last match as a high school player.
Got a sub. And I think that's Grace Odell going out. And coming in is, for her, number 14, Ava Dubois.
I think so, unless it's Anna.
Here's a shot on goal.
Nice.
And right up through the uprights.
So our goalposts are
Araceli.
back 10 yards from the goal line as far as the football field goes. So that she hit that nicely from about 35 yards out.
Yeah, Araceli almost had a second goal. She had the first goal for Bedford. Lana. And I cannot make out the number of the young lady who just took a shot. Is that number 2? Olivia?
I wish I could help you with that.
It's Olivia Matthews, I think. There's Lana. Her assertive play gets her the ball. Nice little through ball, almost there. The defender's there to break up the play from Nashua.
Lana tried to keep it in play, but just a little too far away from her to get it under control.
At the homecoming game a couple nights ago, right?
Yeah.
That's why we're seeing the homecoming signs in the background.
And I'm remembering the last time that Jerry, you and I were here, and we had the overtime final game of the season for the boys team, which I had just said, geez, I hope this plays out with a nice clean goal fairly quickly. And literally less than a minute later, a minute and a half into the game.
That's right.
Excuse me, the overtime.
That was a quick within a couple minutes?
Well, I think it was at 1:35 or something.
1:35
into the first overtime. Excuse me.
Yeah, Griffin Middleton. Nice shot over there.
Ooh,
Cool.
yeah.
Yep.
Nice call by the official. Very clear. That's I think that's a second foul in the game.
Yep.
One against each team.
I think you're right.
Not that we're counting.
Not very physical game.
No.
It's actually, the ball, girls from Bedford are keeping the ball, keeping control of the ball, but they're doing it very quick though. They're not waiting, maybe 1 or 2 touches and they get rid of it.
Yeah, typically when you try to hold the ball a little bit too long that you get run into, if I will say it that way without any judgment on whether it's a foul or not. You got to expect to get hit. Nice square pass out to clear it out.
See, nice display.
I like this, Jerry.
It's a little bit of seems like a little clinic going on there on the back.
Yes, it does. Very nicely done.
Very academic.
Clearly
well disciplined.
well-coached team.
Yep.
So it reminds me of a Peter Lally coach team back a few years ago. Nice touch after nice touch.
There's Lana putting pressure from behind. Good job. It's actually Bobadas kicking the ball out of bounds to break that attack.
I had absolutely no idea that Peter was going to be here representing the NHIA this afternoon. And when I was doing a little bit of homework, getting prepared for the game, I happened to literally write his name down next to the 2017 final result. That was that PK win for Manchester Central,
Oh, I see the
coached
connection.
by Peter Lally.
So the last time that Bedford made it to the finals was
Correct.
against Manchester Central, who was coached by Peter. Great. Good. Yep.
And I think he and Coach Winning are friends to a certain extent, for sure.
We're
Close friends.
Who?
Michelle Winning, the Bedford coach.
Oh, yeah. What's the connection there?
Have to ask Peter.
Michelle was playing at West when I was coaching at Central, and so I've known her since she was in high school. And then when she started coaching, she was coaching West. She coached Concord before she came here.
That's right.
So we've always stayed in touch, but over the last few years, we've stayed in touch a lot more often.
Love to hear that stuff. That's good stories between two different great soccer programs that have made New Hampshire, put New Hampshire on the map. A lot of good players. Of course, with respect to, I have to say this, very, very sad. If you've seen the news recently, that the young man up in Manchester, former Central High School boys soccer star, who had a really good opportunity to move ahead in the soccer world, lost his life this past week.
Sadly, I actually did meet him a few weeks ago, actually. Yeah, it's sad.
Our condolences to everybody involved, his family, friends, the soccer world, and everybody at Central High, which just happens to also be, Peter, I don't know if I ever told you this, but that's my wife's alma mater, Central. She's a Central grad, and all her brothers, going way back.
Same with mine. That's mine, too. Oh, go.
Really?
Send it. Oh, she might be off. Yes.
Ooh.
Just a step offside.
The Fleming
try.
family. Fleming. Don't think you would have known any of them. I don't think any of them, including my wife, played any sports other than possibly swimming.
We'll just talk about Central, and Central did not make the playoffs.
And that's a rare thing over time. That's for sure. Nice.
Nice job by Araceli drawing two players there. Maybe a little tight.
Ooh.
That's probably the only, really, the first sign of any physical stuff going on.
Oh, off the defender's head, dangerous ball, but Nashua defender played it nicely one time right out of the penalty area.
Shot on goal from about 25 yards. And Amy's there. Amy Fincham is the goalie for a senior from Nashua South. Just getting plenty of activity back there.
Peter, I got a question for you, if you don't mind. Am I correct that it wasn't until 1981 that New Hampshire had high school varsity girls soccer?
No, it started in 19. My first year helping Jack was in '78. They started in '77.
It did.
Become a full-fledged varsity.
Okay.
The first state championship was 1980 in Trinity.
That's probably why I'm 80, 81 that school year. Yep. Yep. 1977. Coach Lally, or excuse me, not. You were always going to be the Coach Lally to me, but it said that the high school girls program started in 77, 78, and then the first championship was in 1980. And that's when Peter and Jack Camaro were working together. Oh,
Almost. She had Lana open there.
yeah. Just let it go a little bit too far off her foot, straight towards the defenders that were running in full speed. Nice ball here.
There we go. Nice run. Oh,
It's so hard when you get that close to the goal to not kick it towards the goal. If you don't have a player there, just really, really encourage the players to put it back a little bit so that our player can run to the ball. The ball will be traveling back into their direction. A back pass off the goal line towards the 18
yeah.
results in a much higher probability of getting a goal, a rebound, a score for sure.
Oh, nice play. Oh, just out of bounds.
Long run for naught. Just notice where she took that throw-in from?
No.
It's like 30 yards up the field from where the ball went out of bounds.
Oh, did it? She bought a little extra landscape there. It's Araceli. No,
I just heard a play on call. That's nice. First time today I've heard that. Charge.
She looks like she's okay.
Basically called against Bedford. That was Ava Dubois. You got less than a minute to play, I believe. Time is being kept on the field now. And Jerry and I had discussed this earlier in the season, when we're covering some of the boys' games, that right now the time is kept on the field, and one of the official technically closest to the bench, who's the official timekeeper right now, when his watch signals the end of regulation time, the 40 minutes, it ends. So like in that play right there, that would be a good time for a non-scholastic game to be ended if that was the end of the game, while there's no play going on towards the goal. But
I think he's about to blow the whistle.
And there it is, ball right there. End of the first half. And I don't know if we've got someone back at the studio that's going to queue up some commercials or public service announcements, PSAs as they call them.
No, I don't think BCTV is covering today.
Yeah, I don't think. We'll just let this keep rolling and
take a couple minutes break.
A few minutes break sounds like a good deal. And we will be back with you
shortly.
Sam is the showman. Finally, he said nobody goes over the 50-yard line.
Yeah.
He tried his best. I mean, he
Well,
pulled
yeah,
all his
but
starters.
sometimes other teams will look at it that's being insulting. To
We're having a
them. 'Cause, you know,
conversation here with Peter Lally about
seriously,
the fact that the rules of soccer over the years, very few things have materially changed. However, there have been a few weird ones, and one area that maybe needs to be matched up with some of the other sports is the mercy rule kind of a situation in case of a total blowout. This is not a blowout today, though. That's for sure. We got a close game here, and here we go. Second half starting.
Yeah, I just got reminded that. Well, actually, I reminded myself. As soon as the girls score, I'm going to let it go, just like I have with the boys. So, to be equal and fair with everybody, I'm just gonna let it rip. All I need to do is one of the girls put it in. Look at that! Goal! You just need to know who just scored that one. That was awesome shot. Right on the ground. That was perfect. I don't think anybody was expecting that. That was a terrific goal.
Bedford goal by number 22, Grace Crowder. Assist number 7, Alana Morris.
What a nice. That was a nice, totally unexpected goal. I don't think the goalie expected that one. Look at this. We got another opportunity here. Well, less than a minute in the second half. Grace Crowder puts it in the net. Just sneaked by the goalie. Terrific. It's 4-0 now.
Different answers for this one question.
Here comes Nashua.
Does it start on the goal or the following?
right, it's 5.
Now that we have switched sides, now I'll be able to tell who is on the left side closest to us. I'll be able to tell. So now number 10 is playing the left wing for Bedford. Ashley Bulldogs. She might have been the one that was doing all the runs in the first half that I couldn't tell from here. So that was Grace Crowder's second goal of the game. She had one at about the 6-minute mark. Now at the 41-minute mark, she gets her second goal, putting Bedford up 4-0. Goes our Sally Cloutier. That's awesome. Welcome back, Bill. That was just that fourth goal that Bedford just
The one that I had to run out of here because it was so loud because
it was
somebody
so
was
loud.
screaming.
Yes,
Goal.
yes, yeah. That was that was Grace Crowder. That was her second goal of the game. Oh, look at this. Bedford threatening again.
No, I thought it's
Oh, nice run. Off the head of a. Whoop! It didn't go out.
Good save.
Boy, she was quick. They're gonna stop play, stop time. The girl that took that shot to the head. I think the trainers are walking down towards her. Probably just going to sub for her. Yes,
I think she's
that whacked her good. That was a heavy duty shot.
I don't know if the camera focused in close enough, but she was walking off with the looking down. So
I could give you an instant headache.
these balls are, in particular in this weather, it just feels like a rock. There's a cross. Lana's there, trying to get a hold of it. She wins it back, almost.
Nice play between both players. Good. Good physical.
Oh, here we go.
Legal soccer. One more touch, and here's the shot. And oh,
Oh,
a lot of net there was available.
nice run by Ashley. Good save. Oh, just out. Sarah Stein, number 13. She did even though she lost the ball, she did the primary. She met her objective, which was making sure that no attacker gets by her. Good save there from going out in the end line. It'll be a Nashua South throw-in.
The level of play, the quality of the skills over the years, Jerry, I'll tell you, I first, gosh, when did I start? 1965, maybe.
Ooh, you're aging yourself. Oh,
Back then, and that was in a bit of a hot spot of the country around New Jersey, in the Philadelphia area.
hotspot for what? Soccer?
For soccer, yeah.
Yeah.
But not the women yet, not girls. But we've seen girls, women's soccer come up to the level that it is for me, as far as I'm concerned, it's absolutely just as exciting.
Yep.
The skills are there. The whole thing, the whole game is just as fun to watch. And
Yep.
sometimes I enjoy doing a women's game as much or more than some of the men's matches.
Look at this, Lana.
In a lot of
No
cases,
call.
more pure soccer and not people whacking each other.
Right.
Like the guys' game went through a period of time when I think we just got too physical. And that was from the international professional level on down.
Yeah, I could do without the drama and without the politics in the game. Yep.
The drama. Oh gosh.
Yeah, the game, the World Cup where the women won it in Canada. Which one was that? I think it's 2 World Cups ago. That was probably the most enjoyable, the best soccer I've seen to that date. That was great. That was obviously the U.S. won the World Cup then. And you're absolutely right. The level, not just with the women, with the men. I mean, nowadays you have club players, right, that come play high school. Back then, we didn't have clubs for either men or women.
One of my friends, his son is playing on a club team over in Germany right now, with hopes of moving up to play somewhere. Mr. Lally is going to leave the booth.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Off the deck. Very pleasure to see you as well.
Take care.
Pleased to meet you, Peter.
Probably, I'll take a wild guess. Maybe 20 games. I probably officiated it for the Central Girls, partially because of the fact that your teams were so good. They made the playoffs and gave me opportunity, more games to work your games. Fine coach teams year after year after year. Hey. No. Fantastic. Take care. Stay healthy.
Take care, Peter. That was a nice shot on goal. It hit the it hit the post, the left post, and it went wide. The shot was taken by Oh, look at this.
Ooh.
Oh, nice shot.
Nice save.
Yeah, the previous shot was taken by Abigail. For a moment, she was left all alone, and she let it rip and hit the post.
I got to say, this keeper is one of the best that I've seen all season. And that's
Which one, Amy?
the keeper for
South?
For South.
Yeah.
Yep.
Her name is Amy Fincham. And look at her.
Oh.
Did she get caught?
Holy cow! What a deflection! It was
Yeah.
deflected,
Oh,
and I think was off one of her players.
Who gets credit for that?
I'd give it to the girl that shot it versus calling it an own
Is that gonna
goal.
go to Araceli?
Steve Cochran's.
Run it, Steve.
Okay, Peter Lally.
Go on, Morgan.
What?
Go on to him. He says run it. It's his responsibility to be right.
So waiting for the official word on who scored that one, who gets credit for that. But I think it might have been Araceli.
Yeah, personally, I don't like the idea of not giving someone credit when they strike a ball, especially late like that. Just because it's redirected a little bit off of the defender, I don't think it should be an own goal. That makes that defender look bad in my mind, which isn't fair. It's a great shot. We're talking a little bit about some of the rules and there's only a couple that differ because of the need to have this game finalized before you move on, and we can't have a tie. Of course, today that's a moot point, we would think, at this junction in the game with the score 5-0.
Nice way to recover there. This is Araceli again. Shot on goal, hits the post.
And there is, in fact, one mercy rule that just changed this year, I believe. It was added, and this is not a national rule. This rule is for the state of New Hampshire. If a game reaches a goal differential of 5 or more goals in the second half, the official clock will be running time.
Got it.
So at this point, we got a 5-0 game, Jerry. If Nashua scores, then the differential is not 5, and we would then stop the clock again, giving them a chance to make a comeback.
So the mercy rule starts with 5 goals.
Correct. And only in the second half, not the first half. That makes sense, and I like that.
Yeah.
I know there were times that that in a match where it was a total blowout, I've had a coach call me over and whisper, Bill, if you want to take some time off the clock or switch it to running time, it's fine with me.
Nice step there to clear the ball. There's Lana again.
Oh, nice. Look at this. 2-on-1. Beautiful pass. Does she have a left foot? She does.
Grace.
Oh, Grace.
Nice shot.
Just missed.
Not bad. That was a left foot shot.
If she'd put it square, her teammate would have been right there, I believe, ready to tap it in.
And I wouldn't even have to yell the goal because I'm sure I would have heard her mom from outside. I was talking to her earlier. It was, oh, she scores. You're going to hear me. Oh, here we go.
Feed into the box and
Oh,
diving.
nice try by Grace.
Oh, Grace diving header. She got her head to the ball, that was amazing alone.
Very good. She's knocking on the door. Good step there.
It's the kind of play that, because this
Great
is
Crowder.
the nice AstroTurf that we have, you can make a play like that on a wet, mucky, regular turf grass field. Forget it. No way you could have
Right.
gotten the footing to make that takeoff that she just did.
By the way, I know it's 5-0, but I've seen Real Madrid beat Barcelona 5-0 once. So in one of those El Clasicos. So it does happen. Teams sometimes have a bad day. Oh, look at this. Think it's going to have a corner?
I think so.
That is our 5th corner kick.
Oh, we do have a statistician.
Oh, I've been keeping notes here.
Wow. I think we've been doing a little bit better as the season's gone on adding to our skill set,
Yeah.
including your goal presentation now twice.
Oh, look at
This
this.
is a dangerous ball.
Lana with a header just goes out of bounds.
Anybody that's played soccer and has had a ball in the air like that over their head,
There's
oh
Lana.
boy, wide open.
Shot on goal. Goal! Goal by Lana Morris. Nice job. Nice shot. She was onside too.
Number
Very
7,
good.
Lana Morris.
And Lana is number 7.
Yes.
I think that might, let's see.
The 60-minute mark.
Maybe she's trying to catch up with Abby and become the leading scorer at this point in the season. Here, I've seen no exhibition of any individual selfish play by the Bedford team or today this Nashua squad. They move the ball around and nobody seems to hold it. They want to work together. Settle, look up again. Here we go, down the right wing.
Oh, good try.
When I played that right corner area over there as a right wing attacker, or from overlapping as the right halfback. This point in the game, I often tried to kick the ball off the defender just so I could get a break. I could get winded pretty bad. I got pretty good at just kick it out of bounds, but off of them to get the corner. You picture ice hockey that is the same kind of a game, very much so, versus baseball and basketball similar too. The constant play back and forth versus football. That is a set play, you stop. Set play, you stop. You sub all the time. Here, there isn't that much subbing. Many of these players will play the entire game. It's demanding,
Yeah.
and on the officials as well.
Tough on the knees. Physically, mentally. It's a long game. It's a lot of back and forth.
We're almost 3/4 of the way through this one, and the weather has continued to.
You got a header?
Oh,
Wow. Another goal.
Is that Lana?
Is that another goal by Lana?
I think it was, but
You know what I missed is
I'm
the
not sure.
replays from BCTV.
Yeah, where's George and Colleen, our replay specialists?
Bedford goal by number 7, Lana Morris.
Woohoo! Wow. 16 for Nashua made a really nice run down the field there. Soraya Ross, sophomore, good run and struck that ball well.
This is the second corner kick for Nashua.
I think that was Kylie that just went out. Oh my goodness. 2.
Great save by Zoe.
Save and then just a block. Bing, bang. Nashua came very close to scoring.
Good try, White. Keep it up.
Quick reminder, it was a 6-1 score back in early October when these two teams played, Jerry.
I see. It may be premature, but when is the next game? If we advance,
It would be Sunday, I believe.
Sunday in the quarters.
Halloween afternoon. I'm not positive, but I believe it's a 2 o'clock kickoff is what's scheduled, unless for some reason the two schools agree to change it.
Most likely it'll be late.
Late in the afternoon.
Well, at night we have field hockey state championship.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes. Our super cameraman up here just told us and reminded us that, again, like I had said a little while ago, our facilities here in Bedford are wonderful, and we're hosting, I think it's the Division 1 and 2 finals for the girls field hockey on Sunday. So it may end up being a night game. The athletic directors and the NHIAA
Never realized
folks will get together.
Yeah, I never realized how much the athletic directors do. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of planning, logistics. Even during a game, there's quite a bit legwork.
Back in the late 70s, that was one of my potential desires, was to be an athletic director, and I interviewed over at Londonderry High School when it was built, before it was built, actually.
Oh.
And in retrospect, and I told Corey this, and that seeing the way things have gone, especially over the more recent years of managing the high school program like ours here in Bedford, I'm glad I didn't get it. I think it was a good thing.
It's a lot. I watch our athletic director, and he, just watching the boys soccer and all the stuff that's going on, whether it's the planning of the games, the officiating stuff, the making sure that the facility is covered in terms of security during the game, organizing with BCTV, and that's just one. That's just the boys soccer. Duplicate that over all the other games. It's quite a bit.
They deal with so much that you don't see as well,
Oh, yeah.
between budget, the personnel management, the coaches.
The students, because one thing that the athletic director does is keep an eye on the grades,
Which is a prime. I know that's
number one priority.
Our priority here in Bedford.
Look at this pass. Very good moves.
Oh,
And there's
Lana again.
Lana with a shot.
Ooh, just wide. Goal kick.
I'm not going to scream out the goals anymore, just in sportsmanship here.
I've run out of Tylenol. Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I think given the score, I'm not going to. If this was a close game, it would be good. But
Sing the Pets.
all right, so instead, we're going to have you sing.
Jerry, that comment you just made, though, I don't know if you saw the recent report that was released from the state of how over the last few years, some of the standardized scoring on like math and English skills, et cetera, that are compiled by the State Department of Education
Mm-hmm.
has shown that the last couple of years, the quality or the test scores anyway, I guess I should say, have gone down, generally speaking, across the board in every school district in New Hampshire. However,
How recent is that? Is that a COVID related thing, or is
that's
that?
I believe that's what the study is trying to focus in on, that
Got it,
the
yeah.
way it's affecting the students. And the good thing that I saw in there is we were number one in, I think it was the math part that was, it might have been today's Union Leader, I'm not sure, but we were number one in highest score historically in the past. And as of the most recent report from earlier this spring, when these numbers were generated, we're still number one, and we didn't drop down a lot here. The the change, um, our score went down, but not as much as many other school districts did.
Nationally or
This is state.
Okay.
This is New
Yep.
Hampshire only. Yeah. But I can tell you this, that, as a fact, that there are people that have moved here from all over the country. And when they search for a town to go to move to, and if they have kids, especially if they have kids, one of the things that they're looking at is numbers. And they see the community of Bedford as a true target. Great place to live, great place to move to.
That was our motivating factor. We have a girl here from the Nashua South that I think just got hit in the face. And I hope it's not the same one that stepped off the field earlier. I think she got hit in the nose, maybe.
The clock should be running, though, I believe.
Injury. The official.
She's okay, but a little. Yeah, that's number what? Is that 13? Ava Copico. She seems okay. Maybe she sees some stars around.
Or lack of them.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully she'll come back out. I think I just heard Grace's mom. That's Grace, number 4.
And to be fair, let me mention also that Nashua, although more of a city area than what Bedford is, obviously, they've had a pretty good history as well as attracting people from outside the area. Remember back in the 80s, early 80s, late 70s, that Nashua, in quote, was from, I can't remember which magazine it was, but it was ranked the number one community in the United States. That for that size of type community to move to live in, quality of life. 1987. Oh, 1987. Number one. Of course, some of the photos that they showed in that magazine were taken in Merrimack.
Oh, really?
They weren't in Nashua. Yeah, they showed the Budweiser field with the Clydesdales,
Yeah.
which unfortunately aren't there anymore.
Oh, no?
No, the Clydesdales got moved out. I don't know how long ago. A while ago, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years.
Those last 2 passes, it was from Grace Crowder to Grace Odell, back to Grace Odell, back to Grace Crowder, and that shot just went wide. Nice little way to work together. Yeah, I do remember. I vaguely remember what you're referring to, and That's another conversation for another time. But I thought that the Clydesdales was still in Merrimack at the Bud plant.
No, they actually I think somebody very recently told me that they went down there and they were appalled at the condition of what used to be the fields were immaculate.
Yeah.
And of course, the area that they kept the Clydesdales in, the stable area, it was absolutely beautiful.
Yes, it
They
was.
maintained the horticultural stuff, the flowers and everything. It was beautiful.
It's Grace. No,
Touch again.
that was Lana. To Grace Crowder. Back to Lana. All working in the box there, a tight area.
Push it out wide, probably. There it
Yeah,
goes.
that's
Nice,
Grace
nice.
Odell.
Pull it back. Another corner kick.
Number 6. From here, I see some of the Bedford varsity boys watching the game.
Is your son down there?
I believe he is. He's come in a few times looking for some snacks. But I see Cade, one of our seniors.
Because I thought the concession stand, Jerry, was over here to our right. I didn't know that you were
Yeah,
part of that concession stand
Yeah.
experience.
but between them and the concession stand is my wallet.
Ooh,
It's my money.
that makes perfect sense. Dad.
Yep, exactly.
It's good that we've got
So
a
we have
break
new-
until Sunday to play again.
that number 9 right there from Nashua South on the chase. That was Tovney. I think she just came in. Just picking up on her runs. Didn't see it in the first half.
And she just jogged down like 60 yards, Jerry, since you started talking about her.
Yep.
She's hustling.
And the refs are looking at each
Goal
other.
kick.
Yep, goal kick.
Probably be a few days before they will set the time of the girls' quarterfinal match here. Do you, by any chance, Jerry, have that schedule that would show who their opponent will be? One of two teams that are playing. Oh, it's the game that was postponed. Timberlane playing Wyndham.
Wyndham.
And Timberland's field was unplayable this afternoon. Of course, they're one of the closest fields to the Mass border where, according to my wife, where we had very few problems. Massachusetts had a real mess on their hands down there, the water conditions.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was just there for 2 games, one for the varsity and one for the middle school games. And, yeah, the fields, well, they're grass, and they're not turf. So with all the rain that we've had, I can't imagine being in that great condition to play. So Bedford, if they advance, they'll be playing either number 6 seed Timberlane or number 11 seed Wyndham. So we'll wait and see when that game is played. Oh, nice footwork.
And in the event of that matchup, we beat both of those teams by the same score, 3-0, earlier in the season.
Oh,
Timberlane we just played 2 weeks ago. Wyndham was way back at the beginning of September. The Wyndham game was played at Wyndham, and we had Timberlane, here at home. we've had a good partnership here between the town as far as financing of facilities goes. The town and the school working together to help fund facilities, so it's not the burden. Obviously, it all comes out of one pocketbook because your tax rate is the two of them combined.
Right.
We've been very fortunate here. And our tax rate is not exceptionally high compared to other towns, which is a good thing. So we manage money well.
That is amen to that. Lana. Long ball to Grace O'Donnell. Odell, I should say. It's Grace Crowder to number
Nice
69.
turn. Nice touch. Oh,
Nice ball control. There's Lana. No, that's not Lana. Is it? Oh, yes,
Yep,
it is.
yep.
Oh, good save. Good save by Kylie.
I think I said this broadcasting another match this year, Jerry, that Lana reminds me of Gavin on the boys squad.
Yeah,
Not one of the bigger players physically.
yeah.
However, give everything they've got and more and make up for the lack of size with the skills and
Not to be underestimated.
intelligence. Oh my gosh, they're both really good players.
Look at this. Oh, great save. Good step by Amy. Otherwise, that would have been another goal.
Timberlane can't get their field playable in a timely manner. Game would be either switched to Wyndham, would be the first choice that the NHIA would
Oh, really?
have them do,
Hmm.
or a neutral site.
It's Grace Odell. To Kylie. I can't make out who's that. Oh, that's I believe that's
It's number 5.
Araceli.
It's either Kara or Sully. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's the numbers that's hard to do. And if you try to make a distinction between who's who based on their hair, it's just like the boys. You can't really tell, right?
Well, one of the issues here is there's a couple of girls that hair is long enough and it's just let down straight with a huge mass of ponytail that it covers their numbers
Right. Yep.
unless they're moving quickly. And then they're so fleet-footed you can't read it anyway. They're going too fast.
Zoe with
Skill and conditioning of these players. The coaches have done a great job. Both teams.
Lana.
Less than 5 minutes left here.
Lana, I know you were just doing the comparison of Lana and Gavin from the boys varsity. One thing that Gavin can do really well is when the ball comes to you, a high kick comes to you. This top knee going back out. He can control the ball really well, settle the ball really quickly, and Lana just showed another parallel of what to compare to Gavin. So she can control the ball really well. Hence why you don't want to underestimate her. Oh, look at this. Number 15 for Nashua South just came in and almost had a great chance there. Alexandra Kapopoulos.
Yeah, she turned. She was in a great position. And
look at this ball. Nice through ball. moment. I think she was slowed down a little bit. Oh, go through ball maybe? Almost. If I'm not mistaken, that's Kylie. No, it's not. That's not 12. Kylie's on this side of us.
In past years, gone by years of before girls and boys soccer came with the quality of play that we're seeing here, Jerry, that player would have just cleared that ball out of bounds, just give him a throw in.
Yep.
Now she was able to get it back to the keeper nicely, and now we got the ball down totally the opposite end of the field within like 10, 15 seconds. Great play.
Now, look how spread out everybody is on this field. This is, that just goes to show you that Bedford has done some great work on passing the ball, maintaining everybody on Nashua, anyways, on their heels.
You can see in some of the positions right now how they're marking up.
Yep.
One of the defenders on one of our girls in a position to challenge. The ball's played into her area.
Well, this is kind of like a wait and see what happens here.
This is nice. Look at this.
Yeah, they're patiently waiting for
Oh,
that.
goodness.
For that, maybe that long ball.
I love this. This is great. And I know a lot of people would say this is boring, but I love to see that those consistent touches. 1 and 2 touch soccer can be a beautiful thing, and we're seeing it here.
That's Grace Crowder right there with the ball.
Yeah, Grace
Anna.
started that off with a little feint that looked like she was going to boot it hard, and the defender stopped, giving her time to play it again.
I think that's Araceli.
Nice head, nice flip. That was a beautiful pass. Oh,
Well, that's the final whistle.
and thus endeth our preliminary match, first round, the 2021 High School New Hampshire Girls Tournament, Division 1.
Congratulations to both teams on a well-played preliminary tournament game.
7-0 final score, Jerry. And
Will be held this Sunday.
I'll tell you, even though Bedford team obviously got the ball in the net more, a little higher skilled, I thought the entire play today was very impressive. Nashua played pretty good for a young group of girls.
Yep, they did.
Thank you, fans, for attending today's soccer game. Everybody have a safe ride home.
That game was well played. Good strategy. Ball control was definitely on Bedford's side. So,
And we may be back together again on Sunday, depending schedule and everything else.
I'm looking forward to it.
Strange thing would be is if it's at trick-or-treating time, because I don't know whether you're going to go out dressed as a soccer star again and trick-or-treat. I was going to dress up like a referee and come after you, trying to give you a yellow red card.
Well, maybe I could wear my Uruguayan shirt that my son once got me, and
Oh, then I'll skip the yellow and just go with the red. I'm glad you're laughing at that.
That's good. That's good.
Hey, well, folks,
All right.
we're going to sign off the air here and wish you all a happy Halloween. Enjoy the rest of the beautiful weather we're kind of having. Hopefully more coming up. And if we don't see you Sunday, we'll see you next season.
Until next time.
Hey, I don't know whether we'll have an opportunity. The girls continue into the semis and playoffs, which are being played over in Exeter at the Ball Stadium. That's what it's called. named after their infamous athletic director, long time. But we'll
Where's
have to
that?
see. Exeter.
Oh, in
Exeter's
Exeter.
hosting
Yep.
the semis and finals this year.
Okay.
The boys' games will be down at Stella Stadium in Nashua. The same thing, the semifinal and finals.
I like the Southern New Hampshire University Stadium. I think that's more centrally located for everybody. If you're Hanover,
And they're using that
Winnicott.
too. I'm not sure which divisions, but I'm almost positive that some of the playoffs are being played there as well.
Yeah.
So it's just they've got to just dole it out, and the I want to say that there's 4 locations. Not sure totally which ones they are, but it depends on a number of factors whether or not they can host a playoff game, and obviously our facilities here make us, give us the opportunity, as well as Stellos that was made for soccer. That was built by soccer people. And Southern New Hampshire, obviously, I don't think the Southern New Hampshire football team has been all that good, have they?
The last couple of years,
But their
no.
soccer program is outstanding.
No. Yeah, no, there
Has
it is.
for many years. So with that,
We'll sign off.
and good night, folks. Take care.
Until next time.
Enjoy. Jerry,
Thank you.
it's been a pleasure.
Same here.
So when he got all upset about a call, they're
Yeah, in all seriousness, just leave it.